Hello, Capricorns. Butch Tarot here. I am going to do your 1 week read. It is a general read, so it may not resonate with everyone. It is for your sun, moon, rising, and your Venus. For all you cross watchers, roles can always be reversed. Always feel free to comment down below. First and foremost, I'm going to pull an oracle card from the classic horror oracle. Universe, give us a card for Capricorns. Ooh. Give us a card for Capricorns, universe. So we have midnight. Oh, maybe don't. Midnight. I'm pretty sure everybody can guess what this one is. There is some that I don't really know. I think out of the 50 cards, there's 5 of them I didn't know. 4 of which were really new. I don't watch a lot of new horror movies just because I don't think they're as good as the old ones, but that's just my take. I don't know this off by heart yet. I'm sorry. So we're going to have to read a little bit and apologize for my readings. My reading skills kind of suck. I really have no cadence. Some rules are meant to be followed, and doing so can make the difference between a sweet circumstance and quickly multiplying elements of chaos. Timing can be everything. If things take a turn for the worse, it can be helpful to shine a light on the problem rather than let it fester in the dark. In times of festivity, be mindful in your gift giving. And remember that personal experiences can make holidays challenging for some. Take comfort in doing what's right is the upright meaning for that card. So, Gremlins. With all that being said, let's get it. Universe, what message do we have for Capricorns? What do we have for Capricorn? Holy shit. I don't know if I've ever seen this before. Wow. Let's get into this, Capricorn. This is a lot to break down. First and foremost, Capricorn, I see a lot of big changes coming for you. We start off with the 6 of Wands, so overall energy is like big changes coming. And I feel like, so we have the Death card. You know, it's that rebirth, like transformation, and it also can indicate change. And I feel like something you've been manifesting for a while is starting to take shape, take form. We have the Magician. You know, I feel like things that you've been working at, things you've been dreaming about, things that you've been wanting are coming into play. Everything's starting to fall into place. You know, what you've been giving yourself to, what you've been focused on, what you've been working towards, all that is coming. I mean, it's just coming together. Like things are just falling into place for you. You know, it's through manifestation. Like I said, with the death card, huge transformation. Like things are transforming in front of your eyes. And for some of you, this may be something that already started. Now, we do have the Empress. When I think of the Empress, I'm thinking about planting a seed. I feel like you've already planted the seed, or the seed is being planted. You know, and sometimes it's patience. Sometimes we got to wait for things to pan out. You know, when you plant a seed, it's not always going to be immediate. But I feel like you've already planted the seed. Now, I'm also getting, this may not resonate for everyone, but I also feel that some of you may be wanting to get pregnant. You know, maybe that's the seed. I don't know why my lights keep changing like that, but maybe that's the seed. But I definitely feel like the seed's been planted, so maybe you're going to find out. Some of you are going to, like I said, it does resonate. It's not going to resonate with everybody, but I feel like someone's finding out they've been working at that. I just feel like what you've been manifesting, what you've been wanting is coming to pass. You know, I mean, we have the Wheel of Fortune as well. Good things are coming. You know, and I feel like that's going to play a role in that transformation in your life. You know, we also have the Seven of Pentacles, so things. I always think of the Seven of Pentacles as like a farmer when they planting the seed. It's like they nurture it, they protect it, and they have faith in it. And sometimes it's about waiting. But I feel like your wait is over because I see new stability here. So for some of you, I feel like, I mean, we have Cancer, or Cancer energy with the Chariot. For some of you, I feel like maybe that job that you wanted, you're going to get, or that promotion, or maybe even starting your own business. I feel like any way, shape, or form that happens, I feel like you're going to be successful. I see a lot of success in the future. The reason why I said I never really seen this before is because I'm just seeing so much major arcana. So it's just telling me there's some major shit happening for you. You know, shit's coming together. You know, and with that Star card, that nurturing energy, I feel like there's also someone else in your life that's just that partner. You know, someone, and I feel like it's just, everything's coming together, like I said. You know, like I said, with the Star card, that Aquarius energy, we have the King of Pentacles, that Taurus energy. You know, this person, not only you showing up, not only you putting in the work, but I feel like this person's putting in the work, and I feel like that's coming together for you as well. We have the Hierophant, so the strong union. So I feel like this connection that you have with this person, this is also taking a step forward. You know, I see more of a committed connection between the two of you with that, like I said, with the Hierophant. Again, some more Taurus energy. This person's stepping up in a big way, showing up in a big way. We have the Emperor. You know, that very strong and powerful energy. You know, and I feel like the masculine and the feminine coming together. I mean, we have the Emperor and Empress. When they come together, that signifies a big, that's a big signifier of something big happening. You know, the masculine, the feminine, the nurturer, the protector. You know what I mean? The two sides coming together. If you think of it in the fact of building a legacy, you have the Emperor and the Empress. I mean, they stand at the foot of it all. And I see an offer being made. And I mean, we have the Hierophant. So I mean, for some of you, this may be a marriage proposal. I mean, I just feel like so much big energy for you. I mean, I don't think I've seen this much major arcana in a read ever. And I mean that because we have the Sun card as well. For a lot of you, I feel like you just trusted yourself. You trusted in yourself. You believed in yourself, because I mean, the High Priestess as well. You know, listening to your intuition. We have the Sun card. I see a lot of happiness. things finally coming together. I feel like it wasn't always easy. I mean, we have the moon card as well, some more major arcana. I mean, I feel like we might have, not all, but we have a lot of the major arcana here. I feel like it wasn't easy to get to where you're at right now. You know, I feel like there was a lot of hard work, a lot of late nights, a lot of anxious energy, but I feel like we're getting where we're supposed to go. You know, I feel like you're finally getting rewarded for everything that you put in. Finally getting what you deserve. It's been a long time coming, but here we go. You know, like I said, I mean, there's so much going on here. I mean, I really want to put this in perspective because I feel like I need to. Like there's no chance that this is not some huge shit going on here. I mean, like I said, we had the moon. We have the chariot. Empress. Emperor. Hierophant. The star. The sun. The high priestess. The death card. The magician. And the wheel of fortune. That's some serious shit. That's some serious good vibes coming your way, Capricorn. Like I said, I feel like things are just falling into place. And when I say things, I don't just mean one thing falling into place. I mean, I see so much going on. You know, I feel like for some of you, like I said, maybe a promotion, maybe you already started a new business and it's finally taking off. You know, you planted the seed. Now the seed is starting to sprout. And that's another thing I want to look at too, is when I say with the Seven of Pentacles, we see this, it's sprouting. It's not a seed anymore. So we went from the planting of the seed with the Empress. Now the seed is sprouting. And that leads to the seed fruiting. And that leads to profit. That leads to gains. And like I said, having someone else showing up, putting in the work as well. I mean, you're not doing it alone. You know, I see a strong partnership. Like I said, I see this person stepping up in a big way for you, showing up for you when you needed them most, being there for you. And like I said, for some of you, I mean, this could be a pregnancy. I don't usually see that either, but I can't really deny what I see. I don't try to mold things into things I want it to be. So sometimes I get that feeling, but this time I just really couldn't help but say it because it just, I mean, the image itself just kind of gives it that vibe, but it's about planting a seed. You know, the Empress is the beginning of it all. Like I said, there's so much going on here. I mean, we have Scorpio, we have Pisces, we have Cancer. We have Aries. We have Libra, Aquarius, Taurus, Capricorn, and Virgo. This is the start of some huge energy for you. I knew that when I started pulling it. Like, to see that much major arcana, you don't see that very often. I've done reads for probably 6 years, at least 6 years now. And I don't know if I've ever seen something like that. So I knew it was going to be big when I started, but I didn't, it just kept going. You know, sometimes we put in a lot of work towards shit and we don't get what we deserve, or we're not seeing results. It doesn't mean the results aren't happening. It's kind of like putting it's like putting a puzzle together. You might have put 25% of the pieces in and you're still not really seeing the picture yet. but you're getting closer. Every piece gets you a little bit closer. And sometimes it drags on. Sometimes it takes time. I'm not one for patience. I'm a Sagittarius, but so I get it. But we're always building toward it. You know, and like I said, the High Priestess, I feel like believing in yourself and the Magician, it's all about, it's just being motivated. It's seeing what you want and getting it. And I think Capricorns are incredibly good at getting what they want. There's a reason for that. You know, there's nothing I admire more about Capricorn than the fact that when you want something, you'll get it. You know, I have some friends that are Capricorns, and like I said, it's my aunt. She owns a cleaning company, and she started as a cleaner herself years and years ago. And she's a Capricorn. And she went from just being, she started with like a Molly maid, I think it was. And she had this little car, and she used to go to people's houses, and she did such a good job that these people started calling her directly. And she was like, well, you know, I work for this company, I can't really do that. But then when she started realizing that she had all these customers, she finally just decided to go on her own. She bet on herself. And now she owns a company, and she does quite well. And she has a lot of but it's not because of she was good at advertising. It wasn't because she was good at this or that. It was because she worked her ass off, and people saw that, and people respected it. Like, even when you go to her house is spotless. Like, her house is spotless. I'm talking about, like, you couldn't go find dirt in her house. Like, my house is clean. Like, we keep a clean house. But if you came in and try to find a little bit of dust somewhere, you might find it. But with her, and it's not just about cleaning with her, it's like anytime, just for example, a couple weeks ago, we had to move her son. So we all got together and we went over and helped them move. And she was scheduling, like she was setting it up. She was there, the one, like I laughed at her because she had this little, like a clipboard. And she had it all planned out, what exactly had to go in the truck first, how it had to go in there, where it was going to go when it got there. Like, she had it all planned out. Like, you come down with the wrong thing, she's like, okay, put it to the side. That isn't going in yet. And I'm telling you, I've never seen, it was like Jenga. You know, this truck was as full as a truck could get. You can't argue with her results. But like I said, you know, she was just that person that I never had any doubt with her. You know, I don't, like, she started that company when I was young, but I remember her, like, always working, and I just remember how hard of a worker she was so I never doubted the fact that she would be successful. See, she was a stay-at-home mom, so she would do the cleaning kind of as a side job. Her husband was in the Air Force. So when the kids were at school, she would work all day cleaning other people's houses, just as a side job, because she was a busybody. She has to move. She has to be working. Like, stay-at-home mom wasn't something for her. Like, she could have her house clean by 9 o'clock. The kids are out the door by 8, 9 o'clock. Her house is clean, spotless. You know, so she had all the time to do with her day, and she doesn't want to waste time. She doesn't waste time. That's another thing with Capricorns, too, is they genuinely don't waste time. You know, if you got 5 hours to spare, that means you got 5 hours to do something. And she started it all. And then her husband her and her husband got divorced, and she was just the type of person that wasn't going to keep her down. You know, she already established herself. But not to say that being a stay-at-home mom isn't a hard-ass job. There was a few months where I had to stay home with the kids. I was hurt at work, and Rose had gotten a job with a friend of hers, because when you get hurt, even though you get paid from your work, it's not much. And, you know, I was home, so I took care of the kids. And it was like the hardest job I've ever had. I couldn't wait to go back to work. There's no vacations, there's no lunch breaks, there's no nothing when you're a stay-at-home parent. One of our kids was not in school yet. When they go to school, you have a little bit of a break, but genuinely there's a lot to do. But yeah, like I said, you're up. Your kids don't take the excuse that you're tired or you're not ready or you don't feel good. You may be able to call in sick from work, but you can't call in sick from being a parent. You know, and I have nothing but the utmost respect for stay-at-home parents. It's not an easy job. I wasn't built for it. I think I could do it if I had to, but I would rather work. Anyway, be good. Take care. Stay safe.